So who makes the decision for people, and what is their authority? So around about the 1700s to the 1800s, um, back then, just talk a little bit more about the French Revolution and how it came to be. So France back then was made up in three estates. The first was the kings, the monarchs, and second was priests. Um, Third were the middle classmen and workers, etc. So for the third estate, they were the only estate that would be paying taxes towards the kings, the first estate and the second estates. And further on, the king appointed a finance minister to push for tax reforms. And so they wanted the public support on tax reforms. But for the king's advisors, they actually opposed those initiatives. And so the first and second estates, they decided that they wanted to keep their rights. And the third estate, so all three, they had equal estate, they had equal power. However, the third estate was 98% of the population, so third estate decided to separate themselves from the first and second, and so they became their own national assembly. And they've actually created their own new constitution, and as opposed to that, there were some people that came to destroy one of the prisons just to symbolize the power, and so forth. The revolution began, and so few of the nobles in the second estate, they fled the country and asked for help from a few of the monarchs around. And so for the royal family got arrested, the king was beheaded, and the queen was also beheaded. So they fought to change their street names, religion, and the calendars. But war continued on and on with the other monarchs, and then Napoleon took charge to defend the revolution, republic rights, and the revolution was pretty much summed up to have three constitutions and five governments.